Well, hello, everyone, and welcome here to Bow. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, getting set for our Friday Night Lights New Hampshire Game of the Week here in the Division III semifinals of the NHIAA Girls Basketball Tournament. The winner will go on to play in Saturday's championship at Keene State University, where earlier today, Hopkinton advanced to the championship for the first time in 6 years following a blowout win over Winnisquam. This one features St. Thomas and Kearsarge. The Saints are the top seed. Only had one loss in the regular season. That was back in late December. Since then, they've won 13 straight, including a one-sided quarterfinal win over 9-seed White Mountains. Kearsarge, they played a first-round game. Followed that up with a quarterfinal win over Guilford and arrive overall with a 14-5 mark under head coach Ed Tenney. So as we know, postseason records go out the window and anything can happen here in the second part of our semifinal doubleheader.
Nick, that is the magic of the playoffs, right? You never know what's going to happen. We have a battle here tonight, though. We have size. We have two girls, 6'1" and 6'2", each team. And they both seem to contribute on the offensive end, and I imagine some rebounding as well. So we've not seen this kind of size yet. We saw the previous game we had smaller teams. Whoever the winning team from the last game we have to play, or we just had, has to play here, that's a size matchup issue.
Yeah, a lot of height, a lot of length.
Yeah,
and a lot of seniors as well on both teams.
Heavy
so both
seniors.
teams are veteran heavy.
And you want that. In the playoffs, you want seniors, right? That's what you want.
All right, let's go down to the floor for the introduction of the starting lineups.
Say that fast a few times, Nick. What?
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school, varsity, and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
There it is, the national anthem here in Bow, setting the stage for the second semifinal of the night here at Bow High School. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you, part of our Friday Night Lights postseason coverage, broadcasting in conjunction tonight with the NFHS Network. Well, these two schools, Justin, have not played each other since December of 2005.
Come on.
A little fun fact there.
What's up with that?
As they have been, over the years, bouncing in and out of divisions.
Yeah, I recall Kearsarge and both these two teams were in Division II at one point.
Yep. Kearsarge, championship aspirations. Of course, their last title came in Class I, which is otherwise known as Division II.
The I.
Back in 2002 was their last state title. St. Thomas, they did it back in 1981.
Holy cow, Batman, that's a while ago.
And have not been to the championship game in Division III at least since. So the winner will take on Hopkinton on Saturday in Keene. We're underway here in Bow. Three-pointer is short from the wing, kept alive, but into the hands of the opponent under the basket. St. Thomas will come the other way.
That was really good ball movement early. Swing it, swing it, swing it. Got a good shot. Didn't hit it, but a good shot. Good look early. Man defense here.
Student section's loud early on. Here's a drive up top. It's Emma Torriello, shot a little wild. And out of the fray the other way comes Tessa Marinello. Marinello, the team's leading scorer. Off to a good start on the glass. Here's Marinello, steps into an elbow J. No, it's tipped out of bounds and will stay at this end. Last touch by the defense.
Curious to see if they use them on the low block. You have some size, 6'2". In the women's game at this level, if you have somebody that big, you want to make sure you go down the block. And I won't want to say big anymore. They don't like that.
Shot up and in. Good start. And a good look on the baseline there for Ava Shapiro. Puts the Cougars out in front here early, 2-0.
Good shot.
Give and go. Runner, no. Second try, no. Good look there for the 6'2", Emily von der Linden. And meanwhile, a travel is called under the basket against Marinello. So back over to St. Thomas it goes as the Saints look to get on the board here.
A little off balance. She moves well, though. You can see she's active. She can rebound. It looks like when she rebounds, too, she wants to take the ball and go. Good ball handler, 6'1".
Three-pointer from straight away. Won't go for Jenna Bolduc. Another board for Marinello. Hoping to capitalize on the other end. Shapiro goes right to the rim.
Good take to the basket. Shades of the last game, and same kind of thing. Attack the basket, get left, and you get rebound like that and outlet. Changes the game.
Saw 23 points from Shayla Murdo in the Hopkinton win.
Very
the
similar
Hawk Junior.
Yeah.
Went coast to coast a few times. 2 minutes in, 4-0 Kearsarge. Backdoor look. Layup won't go. It rolls off the iron for Bolduc.
Good pick and roll, though. did a nice job, rolled, opened up correctly, got to the basket, good pass, just didn't finish.
There's a skip pass. Anderson finds Marinero. Around the perimeter it goes. Deflected, stolen. The other way, McMahon up ahead, shot, won't fall for Torriello. And then a rebound and travel.
Got bumped.
Against Marinello.
Got bumped. That can be either way. That can go either way. That's a foul. Because hey, wrong place, wrong time. She had the rebound, but that's kind of a foul situation if you're not careful. Body's on there.
So it'll stay with St. Thomas as they look to get on the board. Here's Liz Flynn, who steps on the baseline. A good piece of defense there as Flynn was cut off on that baseline drive. We've seen a turnover each way here in the first 2.5 minutes. 4-0 Kearsarge. They handle the press well. Marinero gets into the lane. Back out, back in.
They look for her inside.
There's the three from the corner. O.C. Ilg, the sophomore, the lone underclassman in the starting lineup. A little too strong on that shot.
Looks like they're trying to run their offense, so they look for Marinello inside, trying to throw the ball inside out, high post, mid post. She can attack the basket. Looks like that's what she wants to do, but she's kicking it out, and they're getting some open threes.
It's been tipped away by Marinello. Able to deny the entry pass.
Good hands. Now let's see if they try and score in the out of bounds. Right now, Kearsarge playing man. I'm not a fan of man on the out of bounds.
Lob inside. Vanderlinden's got her first bucket.
Very nice. I'm surprised they were able to lob that ball over the top of Marinello. That's a good pass, though, and a good shot.
So St. Thomas on the board. It's 4-2. So we head towards the midway point first quarter. Good-sized crowd here in Bow. Jump shot from the baseline is a line drive miss, but off the bounce. It stays with Shapiro, goes right back up, but can't convert. Bulldog with the board for the Saints, and now a chance for St. Thomas to tie the game.
Still good ball movement for Kearsarge.
A little floating pass handled by McMahon. Cross near side for Flynn.
They got lucky with that one, Nick. Bounced off the rim. Good defense. Hand in the passing lane. Good defense.
Well timed by the defender.
I do like what they're trying to do offensively, though. They're trying to get cuts, backdoor cuts. Kearsarge playing man, trying to overplay. Out of bounds this time. Looks like they are in a 2-3 zone.
This one may be a turnover. It is.
That's good defense
it
right there.
Rolled off the fingertips of Vanderlinden.
That's 6'1 guard and 6'2. Got a nice, good defensive play. Got in her face, tipped the ball right off of her opponent's fingertips.
Inside of 4 minutes. Cougars looking to extend this early lead. High post, Boucher. Now Boucher on the baseline gets the step, but it's blocked from behind. Bulldog got a right hand on the basketball. Vanderlinden the board. St. Thomas wants to lead with a three. It's a front iron miss, but kept alive on the near side wing by McMahon. Quick shot the other way. Won't go, and there's the defensive rebound for Boucher. Saints have opened up cold from the floor. Just one field goal here through nearly 5 minutes. That's a miss for Ilg, but
tough
saying
one.
last touch by St. Thomas.
I don't think McMahon established herself in bounds and had a foot out. That way they call the ball out of bounds, I believe, on that play.
Quick sub here as Lila Anthony, the junior point guard, checks in for St. Thomas. First sub either way.
Pass and cut.
Bounce pass, jump shot, Marinello off target. And then this one off the knee of Marinello ultimately. And back over to the Saints.
I got 5 turnovers early for them. 5 and 2. Is my math off? That's quick 5 right there turnover-wise. So defensively, St. Thomas doing a pretty good job in terms of creating turnovers.
Both defenses have gotten after it early. Nice backdoor cut.
Another
Pass
one.
on target. Layup is good for Bulldog.
That's another cut, though. Great backdoor cuts. Passing cut to the basket. Kearsarge did the same thing last time. Uh-oh.
Look out. Anthony got floored.
Bit of a shove. Hopefully she's okay.
She's helped up by her teammates. Took a whack.
Let's take another look at that whack by the Wizard. See what we get.
Collision there and a foul
too much
against Shapiro, her first. It's the first foul either way. And it comes to 2.5 to go here in this first quarter.
I'll tell you what, players are getting really good at selling fouls, too. They're really good at it. I mean, professionals do it in soccer, and they do it in basketball. If you watch games, soccer players are the best. Basketball players are second best.
Good shot there for Vanderlinden. Couldn't convert. Marinello already with 5 rebounds for Kearsarge. Marinello gets free in the post and scores off the glass.
Good cut. Again, you're seeing great cuts tonight. Good passing.
Lob inside. Vanderlinden wanted a foul, won't get it. Instead,
that might have been off Marinello's fingertips.
They say it was off Vanderlinden.
Here's the Wizard. Let's take a look. That might have gone off the fingertips of Marinello. I think they missed that, but that's okay. Full court press.
Cougars try to beat it with the dribble. And the pass picked off. Quick hands there for Flynn. Flynn for Anthony, thought about it. And now it's Flynn up top. Inside of 2 minutes. Lobs it down low, and there's a nice finish.
Again, Bolduc.
Her second field goal, the junior.
That's a good entry pass as well. Nice over the top, right where the hand is
Tie game. Meanwhile, all the way to the rim. That's O.C. Ilg.
And you watch that dribble, Nick. If we get a chance again when she handles the ball, it looks like she's double dribbling. The other hand is coming really close to the ball. It's a bad habit that some young people have gotten into.
Three-pointer. Good look there. Won't go down for Torriello. And the Cougars the other way. Pass tipped in the lane. Anthony steps in front. Comes away with the steal for St. Thomas. Final minute, first quarter. Saints have trailed. Looking to tie again here. Inside out three-pointer gives them the lead, but it won't go down. Marinello on the weak side looking to power out into the front court. Stopped by Anthony. Down to 40 seconds, first quarter. Inside, hook shot off the window. That's Adara Boucher, her first field goal.
Excuse me, that's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Boucher.
Looked good there, despite some pretty good defense. Meanwhile, this one picked off. Shapiro with the steal, racing to the rim, had it blocked.
Good block. That was speed
Torriello
on speed.
hustling back, lets out a yell after getting that one with the right hand.
That's speed on speed. I bet those two girls play soccer too. That's speedy. Good block. See, in the inbounds play, even on the zone, you still have to screen people. If you find someone and screen, even in the zone, you can get open. It's more difficult, but you can do it. Good pump fake.
Marinello leans in but can't finish. Rebound for St. Thomas is Maddie Karsinovich, who, speaking of soccer, was their leading scorer this year. Three-pointer won't go. It's tipped weak side. And last touch by St. Thomas with just over a second remaining.
Might not get a shot off. I wouldn't even try and worry about it.
Don't want a turnover here.
No, you don't, because now we're full court. Still press, light press. Smart decision. Smart decision.
That'll do it for the first quarter. It's a good start for the 4 seed. As Kearsarge leads top-seeded St. Thomas 10-6 after 1. Second quarter next. We're watching the 2023 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division III Semifinal. Right here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NHHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Well, 10-6.
What a game. What a game so far.
Kearsarge with an early lead over St. Thomas here at Bow High School. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. Second part of our semifinal doubleheader, with the winner heading to Keene State on Saturday to face Hopkinton. Both defenses getting after it. We had a back-and-forth first quarter. Kearsarge, though, they have not trailed and have led by as many as 4. They'll have a chance to extend that here at the free throw line as Tessa Marinello heads to the stripe for the first time.
Now, you want to try and get, if you can, get von der Linden in foul trouble as well. She only has 1. But if you can take out the other team's larger, taller player, then I think let's see, right now we've subbed her out. Now the size advantage goes to Kearsarge. She only has 1 foul, but that's advantage. Definitely advantage Kearsarge. Got to make those free throws, though.
Maddie Karsanovich returns after a brief stint in the first quarter, grabs the rebound. It leads to a quick shot that goes off the iron. It stays at this end. It goes back to the three-point line. Three-pointer, though, won't cooperate for Liz Flynn, and then a foul is called. Looks like loose ball foul against St. Thomas.
Yeah, I think Ilg had that rebound, right? Now you got to look deep. Now St. Thomas looks like they're going to be playing man full court. Let's take another look here. They're going to set up in a. I'm not sure they're getting back. Okay, no press now.
Yeah, they're going to call off the dogs, so to speak, as they retreat.
Oh, I like that, Nick. That's good.
To midcourt. Meanwhile, Kearsarge looking to extend their 4-point lead. It won't go. And then a foul is called.
Good strong rebound by Torriello.
The foul is against St. Thomas's Boucher. And it occurred there.
Bobby Boucher?
On the weak side.
Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher. That's an Adam Sandler reference.
I was waiting for a Waterboy.
We got to get a Waterboy in there
reference.
somehow.
Boucher has played well here early on.
And I didn't do it with a very good French accent, though. You got to really sell it.
Well, there's Boucher with the steal. Doing some things on both ends here. Minute gone by, second quarter. Boucher going to bring it out with a dribble. It's Shapiro. Inside for Boucher, and a foul on the shot.
I like that hook shot. I'm a huge fan of that.
Well, able to catch it and go right up with the right hand. Took it on the wrist. Karsanovich hit with the foul there on the extension.
That's a hard name to say, first of all, but it's a hard. The hook shot is a hard shot.
Oh,
People don't use it enough. It's almost unblockable if you do it right, and you can, a smaller player can score on a bigger player by using the hook shot. But people almost, to me, it seems like are embarrassed to shoot it.
Either embarrassed or intimidated because it's a tough shot.
It is.
And it can go awry.
It is a very tough shot.
It can go awry if it's not done correctly. Meanwhile, more subs here for Kearsarge. Coach Tenney is going to take Ilg off the floor for the first time.
I
and come back here with Miranda Anderson.
I can't figure out why no one has tried to replicate the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar sky hook. To this day, no one's tried, because that is actually like a one-handed jump shot. It's a hook shot.
Despite some contacts, play continues, and the baseline jump shot for Madison McMahon is good. Her first field goal, the senior, has got her club back within 4. Meanwhile, Anderson, left-hand dribble, the pull-up won't go from 15 feet, but kept alive on the weak side by Boucher, who was then tied up by 2 different Saints. Possession arrow will keep it with the Cougars.
Boucher is everywhere. But don't you think someone, a Wembayama or somebody, would try and replicate this sky hook? It's the most dangerous shot in any sport. It's completely unstoppable. In any sport, there's no shot like that.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't someone try and replicate that?
We see the big men all want to face up now.
Yeah, but that shot, Kareem used to shoot that from the free throw line, for goodness sake. And he'd make that shot from the free throw line, 15, 17 feet sometimes.
Shows you how tough the shot is. If only Kareem can pull it off. We've seen it now here early in this first half on a couple of occasions. Meanwhile, 2 minutes have gone by here in this second quarter. We have a travel called against St. Thomas. It's their 6th turnover of this first half, and it's got head coach Kevin Giannino up on his feet.
I'm glad we're caught up on the turnovers. I was too far ahead. Maybe I screwed that up. I have 7-6, so very even right now early.
Meanwhile, this one in and out of the hands.
I shouldn't have said anything.
Of NHIAA Wilson, the freshman. She took her eye off it after just checking in a moment ago for the first time.
And that was a well done, you work on three men, not we, but pass the ball back and forth, back and forth. People work on that. It's an effective drill.
There's a lob inside. Vonderlinden gets rid of it, now gets it back, goes right up and scores.
Smart, good play.
Her second field goal.
I got to be honest, I think she's taller than 6'2", because we have 6'1". She looks a lot taller than Marinello.
Here is Marinello, goes head first into a foul. Knocked down by Vanderlinden, and I believe that's number 2.
Oh, wow, that was on her. Okay, that's 2 fouls. And you know what's cool, though? They helped each other up. They were nice to each other. There doesn't seem to be any animosity here. Maybe they know each other fairly well. But I like to see that. You don't want to see people getting angry, and that was good. I like to see that.
Good sportsmanship.
Yep.
Three-pointer won't go. Offensive rebound for the freshman. Wilson keeps it here. Quick shot for Marinello. No. On the floor on the weak side is Anderson. And ultimately it's taken away by Vonderlinden. Spin move, left-hand shot and finish. That's a pretty move. Good footwork by the sophomore, Emma Torriello.
Torriello making her presence known.
Had 17 points in the quarterfinal win over White Mountains. That's her first bucket tonight. Meanwhile, Marinello answers with a bank shot.
Bank from the front. Hopefully she called that.
That put an end to a 6-0 run from St. Thomas. Kearsarge back in front by 2. And now a steal by Boucher. Boucher knocked down in the paint and foul. A hard landing there. But the senior is okay. And we'll head to the free throw line.
What a difference between this game and the previous game. So if you guys are just joining us now, watching this game and didn't see the last one, the last game a little more slow-paced, methodical. There was a press, but still slower pace. This game is up and down, up and down. They're going after it, get to the basket. It's a lot faster paced game.
Earlier tonight, we saw Hopkinton get it done over Winnisquam, a 19-point win to advance to their first championship appearance since 2018 when they were runner-up against Conant. So Hopkinton awaits the winner of this one.
Yeah, heck of a championship game, Nick.
It'll take place Saturday at 5 o'clock, live from Keene State College, where we will be. Is it a college still, or is it now a
I think you're right. Keene
university?
State College, I think. I've not heard Keene State University yet. I think you're right.
I'm not sure if they changed that a few years ago or not.
We can look it up. I know they're the Owls, though, right?
Yeah, their men's team is playing Saturday afternoon for the conference championship.
Maybe you have to get there a little early. Watch that game first before we do our game.
Three-pointer won't go. Good box out there on the weak side by Ilg, who just returned for Kearsarge. And now the Cougars looking to build on a 4-point lead inside of 4 minutes. Three-pointer up and in.
Don't leave Shapiro open. I'm just saying.
Starting to get hot.
Don't leave her open.
It is, by the way, still Keene State College. Shapiro, meanwhile, with 7 points. Now with a team high.
That's our crack research department, right? All over that, right?
Hook shot. Won't go there for Bolduc.
Love the hook shot.
And another board for Marinello, starting to clean up with 7. Coming up on 3 minutes to go, second quarter. Bounce pass. Boucher. Good look from the baseline. Offensive rebound for Anderson. And then a blocked shot in the lane. Vonderlinden swatted it away. Marinello dives to keep it alive. A quick three won't go down for Shapiro. Marinello still there. One dribble. Goes up off the window. Back iron miss. Boucher again has it. Kearsarge attacking the offensive glass. Step around jump shot for Ilg. No. Near side. One dribble. Marinello can't find it. And finally, the glass is cleared by Vonderlinden for St. Thomas.
Tough one. Jump hook. I do like the jump hook. Just didn't go in.
Three-pointer.
Bango.
It's Torriello.
I know Torriello scored some points the other day, too. I don't think you want to leave her open.
Her second field goal. 5 points for the sophomore.
Didn't she have 17 the other night, I think, in a game
did.
that they played? So that'd be the quarterfinal round.
Three-pointer. Won't go down out of the corner for Ilg. Another offensive rebound for Boucher. But a steal. Flynn took it away and nearly traveled. However, no call. Now a deep straightaway three up and in for Bolduc.
How about that?
Well, the junior from deep pulls the trigger, lets out a yell on the defensive end.
You got to get a hand up, right? Hand up.
Her team is back within one. Kearsarge looking for breathing room. We go inside of 2 minutes remaining first half. Bounce pass. Finish by Anderson and the foul.
Great pass by Marinello. Having a little trouble diagnosing the size of von der Linden. Had a shot block, so maybe a little tentative, but a great pass on the cut.
Strong finish there for Anderson despite the contact. The first two of the night for the junior. Meanwhile, Boucher, a well-deserved rest as she heads to the Kearsarge bench. Three-point play converted by Anderson.
Got a timeout.
First one either way. It comes with a minute 49 remaining until halftime. Coming up at halftime, a look back at that first half with stats, highlights, analysis. And a look back at that first semifinal from earlier tonight between Hopkinton and Winnisquam. It's all coming up at halftime. We see that deep three there from Jenna Bolduc.
Beautiful shot. Beautiful, right, straight in front. I can say hand down, man down. You got to get a hand up on the shooters. They should know who the shooters are, right? Both teams should know. And I looked at that. That's a beautiful shot. She's a shooter. You can tell. When somebody can shoot, you look at them and you know who a good shooter is, and she's a good shooter.
She's got a game-high 7 points in this first half. Her opponent, Ava Shapiro, also with 7 for Kearsarge. All right, St. Thomas, they've trailed most of this first half. Only one loss during the regular season. That was back in December when they lost against Winnisquam by a score of 60-55.
Yeah, close one, too. 5-point loss.
Since then, 13 straight wins. This one in and out. Good look for Lila Anthony, but it won't go.
Well, Wilson's done a nice job. Off the bench, freshman comes in, gets a couple rebounds, couple good passes, working hard.
Minute 20 to go. Kearsarge looking to match their largest lead. Marinello down the lane, gets it to go.
Tough shot over the long reach of von der Linden.
She's got 6.
Might have to call her Emily from now on. I'm having trouble with that. That's a long last name.
Inside of 1 minute remaining. St. Thomas down 6. That's the largest lead either way. Anthony lobs it inside, but Bolduc
should have been a foul.
Wanted a foul, barking at the official. Instead, it's a St. Thomas turnover.
That's actually, she has a right to gripe.
Meanwhile, Anderson stripped. Good hands there by Ilg on the steal. Make that Liz Flynn. Lobs it ahead. Torriello back out. Quick three for Bolduc. No. Rebound Anderson.
He was
now
frustrated.
Kearsarge is going to slow it down here. Maybe thinking about the final shot as we head towards 20 seconds. Instead, it's a catch and fire. 3 around the rim. No. Bolduc rebound off the bounce. St. Thomas going to go up the sideline here. Down to 12 seconds. Bounce pass for von der Linden. Got the finish.
Good catch. Good hands. Still got time to score. They got to get the ball down the floor. Still have time.
3 seconds. This is Wilson.
Good pass.
Marinello can't get it.
That was actually a really good end of the quarter shot, though, that they got from the free throw line. Good pass, good recognition by Wilson. They're fatigued.
So that brings us to halftime. Kearsarge, the number 4 seed, after a 12-5 regular season, playing well.
Absolutely.
Here at Bow High. It's 24-20 Cougars. St. Thomas trailing by 4 at halftime.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, we've said a lot as we've been going through. It's 10-9 turnover-wise. Very equal there. The pace is vastly different than we've seen earlier. They're getting good shots. We're seeing activity. We're seeing people come off the bench, contribute immediately. Rebounding-wise, we're seeing very talented young girls, young women, I should say, playing a very close well-played basketball game so far.
I agree. Both teams have looked good on both ends
I
at
think
times.
So. Yes, absolutely.
Here tonight. So, halftime, it's a 4-point game. Both head coaches will address their teams in the locker room, and we will compile the stats. Ben's got the highlights. You've got the analysis. All in all, we've got you covered coming up in just a moment. 24-20, Kearsarge over St. Thomas at halftime. You are watching the 2024 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division III Semifinals. Right here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com. The New Hampshire Tomahawks promote the highest level of club lacrosse competition, not just in the state, but in the country. Looking to get recruited? Director Chris Cameron keeps an open dialogue with the nation's top college lacrosse coaches. Over 400 New Hampshire Tomahawks alumni have played at the college level, including the ACC, Big East, Big Ten, Ivy, NESCAC, NE10, and more. The New Hampshire Tomahawks coaching staff has over 100 coaches, including current high school varsity and college coaches. The Tomahawks offer training for players of all ages, clinics, camps, and leagues, along with spring, summer, and fall elite teams. So play with the best. The New Hampshire Tomahawks, showcase and development for college lacrosse. Visit NewHampshireTomahawks.com and girls.nhtomahawks.com. How can you reach your team's fundraising goals at no risk and no cost? MG Sports offers a variety of products to make your team's fundraiser a success. Their products include tickets and discount cards to hundreds of local businesses. MG Sports now has a digital platform where athletes can raise funds in the comfort and safety of their own home. So become another athletic program like Bedford, Goffstown, or Memorial that sets fundraising records every season. MG Sports, fundraising made easy. Visit mgsportsfundraising.com to start raising money for your team today.
Well, it's halftime here in Bow. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. 2024 NHIAA Girls Basketball Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire. Broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. Kearsarge, 12-5 regular season. Good enough to earn the 4 seed in the tourney.
And up by 4.
2 postseason wins already, and you're right, they played pretty good, pretty well in that first half.
They
lead
well.
Top-seeded St. Thomas by 24-20, and they did not trail at any point throughout the first 2 quarters.
I feel like this game can come down, or is probably going to come down to the wire. It's going to be close throughout. I don't think any one team really is going to, get too big of a lead. I do think that Kearsarge is a little bit more athletic, has a little bit more speed. I think St. Thomas is smart. That Bulldog as a sophomore, right? Sophomore, very smart, intelligent player, shoots the ball well. I think that the press has been effective, the little bit that they've done, just a little bit. But I also think Kearsarge's ball movement has been more impressive. They swing the ball. They make the defense work. In the half court and in the full court, they really tend to push the ball and try and attack. St. Thomas, it's a very balanced situation here, very even. I mean, they're not like I couldn't really pick a winner now. I thought I could earlier, and now we watched the entire half. I'm kind of thinking the game is going to be really close. If we look at the stats, you want to go ahead and go over some of the points and totals and all that. But
yeah,
we're pretty even and it's balanced, right?
That was what I was getting at. You have 4 different scorers on each side. 5, actually, in the case of Kearsarge.
Yeah, right. 5 different scorers there, too.
So we'll start with the Cougars. You mentioned Shapiro, the junior, 7 points, including one from downtown. Chipped in on the window as well with 3 rebounds. But the star, I would say, is the senior Tessa Marinello. 6 points, 9 rebounds in that first half. It did a good job defensively as well against the tallest player on the floor.
Absolutely, and I think they're sort of underselling von der Linden's height. To me, she looks like she's about 6'4", and I don't know, what year is she? I forget when we looked at her. What year?
She's a junior.
Junior, so she has a lot more growth that'll take place from her junior to her, next year.
St. Thomas was led by Bolduc with 7. So 6 from von der Linden and 5 from Torriello. This one taken away in the corner, then batted up in the air by Marinello. Eventually the 3 is on the way from Torriello, but it won't go. Ilg along the sideline, trying to avoid the trap, does so with a bounce pass. That sets up an open 3. Won't go for Shapiro.
That little hop, that little hop to me, I'm probably wrong, but the little hop looks like a travel. Maybe she's coming up on her toes. You saw Shapiro shoot the 3.
Nice lob pass, but the layup won't go. Marinello, the board, going the other way. Her 10th rebound into the lane, and a foul is called. Went right at the defender to draw the whistle. Foul's going to be on Bolduc. First foul either way here in this third quarter.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't want to jinx. We had our jinx already in the previous game, so we can't really do it again. But Marinello right now is 0 for 3. Here's one we didn't talk about, though. There's a pretty big free throw disparity right now, going 0 for St. Thomas and 9 free throw attempts for Kearsarge, and they've made 7 of the, or 6, what do we got?
6 of the 9.
Yes.
After a 1-for-2 trip there for Marinello.
Yeah, so that's you want to make sure you're attacking the basket. So if I'm St. Thomas, I want to try and get some free throws.
Back door, but an off-balance attempt. Over the shoulder, wouldn't go. Now a tie-up in the lane. Marinello lost it. Von der Linden going to turn and shoot and score.
Easy 2-footer.
So Kearsarge unable to clear the glass there.
Quietly.
Von der Linden now, quietly, you're right, putting together a pretty good stat line of 8 and 5. Backdoor, Marinelli left it under the rim, and it's dug out eventually by St. Thomas's Torriello. Saints down 3, trying to tie it from downtown. Won't go from straight away, and Boucher done a good job on the window tonight. Now a foul at midcourt as Anderson knocked down. Foul going to go against St. Thomas's Bolduc.
She's not happy. Vocal, very vocal in the game too. Referee letting her voice be heard. 2 fouls for her. I thought that was her 3rd foul. Didn't you think that was her 3rd foul?
That's only 2, but also 2 quick team fouls here in less than 2 minutes. Nice pass. Marinelli again leaves it a little bit short. Marinello, rather.
You do have to get the ball up over the arm, the outstretched arm of van der Linden. So that's a tough shot.
Entry pass intercepted. And then taken away on the other end.
All of a sudden, turnover. Boom, 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 boom. We got 4 and 2 all of a sudden, right in a row.
Coach Tenney says, come on, slow it down a little bit as his team retreats on the defensive end. St. Thomas again trying to cut in to a 3-point gap. Into the paint. Flynn, turn and score.
Nice shot.
The senior with her first 2.
When you play with pace, though, you do tend to turn the ball over more. It's just kind of the way it works out. You can get kind of chaotic.
There's a nice drive.
Oh, look at that kiss off the glass.
That one hung there for a moment, and then it drops for Shapiro, the junior now with 9.
I didn't think that was going in, Nick. That just hit the very front part of the glass.
27-24. This one off the knee of the defender and then stolen in the lane by Boucher.
The dreaded kneecap.
3 minutes in, third quarter. Cougars trying to make it a 2-possession game, trying to double the lead with a 3. Can't. Marinello, though, on the glass. Second try. 3-pointer, Ilg, too strong. And a weak side rebound wrestled away by McMahon for St. Thomas. Saints want to push up the floor to Bolduc. Left hand, no.
Got out of rhythm, just a little bit out of rhythm on that shot. Looked like it might have traveled.
And now a timeout is called.
Might have got away with a little travel, but that was just a rhythm shot. It looked good. Good pass. Great pass ahead. Tough shot, though. Got rhythm issues.
And a timeout here from Coach Tenney.
It's frenetic, Nick.
It comes as we near the midway point of this third quarter. You're right. It's been a track meet at times tonight.
I like it. It's fun.
It was back and forth in that first quarter, but one thing has remained steady. Kearsarge has played with the lead, led by as many as 6 in the first half. They lead by 3 here. Longtime head coach Ed Tenney is going to call a timeout. He led Kearsarge to 2 titles way back in 98 and again in 2002. Retired after the 2008 season before coming back last year to lead his club, and now they're on the cusp of another championship appearance if they can hold on to this 3-point lead over St. Thomas.
I wonder, did he have a daughter maybe last time, and he retired when she left, and then he did they convince him to come back? Sometimes, it's not crazy and unheard of. It's hard to find coaches these days that want to coach high school sports. It really is difficult in some places. If you can get a guy like this who's been around and won championships to come back
absolutely
and work with your program, that's phenomenal. Good for him.
Kearsarge trying to slay the dragon here on a tournament that's gone basically chalk as well on the boys' side. We're going to see the top 2 seeds Saturday. Earlier tonight, it was the 2-seed Hopkinton over 3rd-seeded Winnisquam. This one is blocked. It's Bolduc, well-timed there with the right-hand swat.
Yeah, she's smart. Young, smart. She has length, shoots the ball well, gets a little too angry, but that's all right. She's feisty.
Competitor. She's played well tonight, 7 points all in that first half. This one tipped and stolen. 2-on-2, a nice
Good
step-through
move.
finish.
Beautiful.
Toriello, her first bucket since halftime. 7 points for the sophomore. It's a 1-point game again. Far side 3 won't go, and it ends up out of bounds over the top of the backboard. Pretty good look there for Ilg, but it wouldn't go.
Look at that.
Now a chance for St. Thomas to take their first lead of the night.
So I was going to say, 1-point game all of a sudden.
We move inside of 4 minutes. Backdoor lob. Tough catch in a crowd. This is Amelia Anderson. And then it rolls out of bounds. It's last touch by St. Thomas.
Nice little jump hook. Might have got away with one there.
It's got second-year head coach Kevin Giannino a little upset.
Yep. I think that ball should probably stay there.
Coach Giannino continuing.
Fired up. It's all right. Work the refs,
express
right?
his opinion, at midcourt. Meanwhile, Kearsarge nursing a 1-point lead, trying to give themselves some breathing room. They won't do it here. Backdoor pass goes awry. And it's turned over, out of bounds, back over to St. Thomas.
See, what they should do now, though, is Marianello's is in the game without von der Linden in the game. Attack the basket. They lack a little bit of size, although Karsanovic has some size as well.
Lob to Bullock. Tough catch. Shot a little off target. Boucher in some trouble. Helped out by her teammates. And there's Coach Tenney saying, relax. Shapiro into the front court. Going to pump the brakes. We're inside of 3 minutes, third quarter. And a travel is called.
To check the feet. Take a look at that. Watch the feet. Watch the feet. Let's take a look.
Shapiro has whistled for the travel. And this St. Thomas defense continuing to turn Kearsarge over here. That's 16 giveaways tonight for the Cougars. The Saints have won the turnover battle, but still trail by a point on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, a foul is called. Lila Anthony, who just checked in for the first time in this third quarter, is able to draw a Kearsarge foul. It's the first team foul against the Cougars, and it goes against Adara Boucher.
I do like the effort on that, though. You come turn your teammate, come in from the other side, try and trap, get a steal, almost like a run and jump defense.
Step back 3. Too strong, and then the weak side scramble is won by the freshman Namaya Wilson. Ball loose. Coach Tenney wanted a foul. He'll settle with his team having possession as Shapiro slows it down between the circles. 2.5 to go, third quarter. Both
Game
teams,
is physical, Nick.
Yeah, been stuck on this 27-26 score for a couple of minutes, and now a turnover.
In the blue now, by my count, all of a sudden, Kearsarge has
17
turnovers,
yep.
and I'm not even block shot. I didn't even factor that one in.
Coming up in 2 minutes. St. Thomas, though, they've not been able to convert themselves as they look for the lead here on a wild three that won't go from the wing. The other way goes Shapiro into the front court, down the lane, bounce pass across the lane, layup attempt no, and then it's Marinello who's fouled on the way up.
I'm sorry, I got excited about that. That was a beautiful bounce pass.
Across the lane feed, set up a 2-footer, but wouldn't go. See
Beautiful
there, Boucher
bounce
left
pass.
it a little short off the glass. There's Marinello coming in for her 11th rebound tonight.
You know how important the bounce pass is, Nick?
Mm-hmm.
It's the most important pass in basketball, and actually the best pass. And here's one. Did you watch? You get to happen to see Rick Pitino over the weekend? How he hammered his players?
Yeah, he let off a little bit.
He kind of went a little too far, I think. But did you see how he said it took him over a month just to get him to throw a bounce pass? And I was like, really? It took him that long, over a month, to just get him to throw a bounce pass? But the best pass in basketball. He was a little harsh, a little too much of a harsh critic for his teammates, who might not want to play for him anymore at this point.
Meanwhile, you got 3 seconds.
Really? The rare 3-second call. Refs usually give you 5.
Right.
I have not seen that. I haven't seen that call this year. Have we seen that this year? I don't remember a 3-second call this year.
It's a good question.
And that's a turnover, but I've not seen that call this year. When we've done a game, we've not seen that or been aware of it. They might have called it.
3-pointer, up and in.
Oh, got to guard Shapiro.
There's a good ball screen to set her loose on the wing. Shapiro, 5 points in this third quarter. She's the game's leading scorer with 12.
Beautiful.
Nice backdoor and a foul.
Great pass.
It's Megan Leahy who just came on.
Right?
Leahy.
I think Leahy.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go with
Leahy,
Leahy.
the senior, didn't play at all in that first half.
She did not. Came in. Great cut, though. Great cut. Great pass.
Foul goes against Kearsarge's Miranda Anderson, her first. And the team's second. Meanwhile, the lead has crept up to 6 again. Now down to 5 after the free throw from Leahy.
I'll tell you what, both these teams are very well coached because they're doing a really outstanding job with their backdoor cuts, their passing cuts to the basket, and their teammates are actually trying to throw them the ball. I mean, sometimes you turn the ball over when you do that because it's not the easiest pass to make.
But they're looking for cutters.
They are. They're looking for cutters, and they're actually cutting. And that's when you want to throw the bounce pass, right? When the guy or girl cuts to the basket, that's when you want to throw a bounce pass.
5-point game. Minute 20 remaining, third quarter. Coach Giannino trying to coach up the defense here, but it won't work.
There it is, the hook shot.
Marinello, her first field goal of this third quarter.
I
double
said this.
figures with 11, working on a double-double, 11 and 12. Meanwhile, three-pointer off target from straight away there for Torriello. And out of bounds back to the Cougars.
I've said this before. My dad had an ardent rule. He coached for basketball, high school basketball for over 50 years. His ardent rule was always throw a bounce pass across the key. Never throw a straight pass. Bounce pass across the key. Big fellas and big people inside can't get their hands down there where the bounce pass is.
Final 40 seconds. 7-point lead, the largest of the night. And a chance here.
Take a look at the feet on that.
Tessa Marinello to stretch it out even further with 38 seconds to go.
I think she got away with a little bit of a shuffle on that on the way to the basket. Take a look. See that? Extra step in there. That's a travel, Nick. They didn't call it. It's rhythmic. So, right, she lost rhythm and she took an extra step. That's a travel. Didn't see it.
2 for 2.
Still a great drive to the basket, though.
After missing her first 3 free throws tonight, she's hit 5 in a row.
Yeah, she's been really good.
And meanwhile, the lead has grown to 9 for the first time. And now a foul in the lane. Got to reach in here with 30 seconds. And it looks like it's going to be on the floor. So
there is dismay. Right now there is dismay in the crowd. I don't know, the Wizard might want to show that because there was dismay from the crowd.
Coach Tenney not happy either. Foul there goes against Anderson, her second, team's third. Here now, Kearsarge will take it. The snatch off the inbound pass. Marinello to the rim at full speed, no. Kept alive, though, by Wilson.
Tough shot by Marinello.
Three-pointer for Ilg is short. And now the other way comes Bolduc. Final 10 seconds. St. Thomas with a drive and kick. Jump shot there, a little bit short for Leahy. Rebound goes to Shapiro, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Kearsarge took a 4-point lead with them into the locker room. They stretched that lead to 9 as we head to the fourth quarter. Will they upset the top seed, or does St. Thomas come back? We'll find out next. Fourth quarter on the other side. You are watching the 2024 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division III semifinals right here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.
Our broadcast today, as it always is brought to you by Beals Insurance Agency, with locations now in both Bedford and Londonderry. Whether you need home, auto, or business insurance, Beals Insurance will get you both the price and quality coverage that's right for you. Just call 603-471-9999 or visit BealsInsurance.com to request a free quote and start saving money today. Again, that's BealsInsurance.com.
Start of the fourth quarter here in Bow. Largest lead of the night on the board for Kearsarge, the fourth-seeded Cougars, leading top seed St. Thomas 36-27. Nick Anastas, Justin Gorham with you. It's the 2024 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division III semifinals. Here on Friday Night Lights New Hampshire, we're broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network. The Cougars have never trailed tonight, led by 4 at halftime. The 9-point lead, as I mentioned, is their largest. They've been led by Tessa Marinello, who scored 7 of her 13 in that third quarter. Meanwhile, the rebound goes to Vonderlinden. St. Thomas wants to run, and they'll score
really
in transition.
Good pass up the floor.
Liz Flynn, her second field goal. 7-point lead. Marinello tied up briefly, and now numbers for Kearsarge, but they'll play it safe and pull it back out as their junior point guard, Aver Shapiro, puts 2 hands on the basketball. Minute gone by, fourth quarter.
Keep playing, right? You don't want to play not to lose. We've discussed this on a multitude of times. To play how you normally would play to win.
Marinello in the post, slapped away. Vonderlinden. And now looking to push. Torriello all the way to the tin. Scores it high off the glass.
Tough shot by Torriello. Used the window quite nicely.
9 points for the sophomore. Meanwhile, Kearsarge going to break the press. They have numbers. Boucher, the jump shot, won't go. Marinello, second try.
There she is again. Offensive glass. She's got 5 offensive rebounds.
15 points, 13 boards tonight. 38-31.
Can't say that very often, right? She's got a double-double.
Yeah. Up and under for Bolduc, no. Vonderlinden, yes.
Without even leaving her feet.
She's now working on a double-double of her own, 10 and 7.
An offensive rebound in the basket.
Nice crossover, nice, and Marinello is going to head back to the line. Well, Kearsarge breaking the press consistently here to begin this fourth quarter.
Yeah, pretty easily. I might be tempted to pull the press off a little bit. If you have a half-court trap, maybe run that. Go man, go straight man, see if you can get a steal or 2.
Foul was on McMahon, her first. No, her second, team's first.
Yeah, 1 foul, right?
Meanwhile, Marinello showing you how to get it done at the free throw line.
She is filling the stat columns.
And there's the jinx.
We did it. That happened again. It's not supposed to happen twice, Nick.
Flynn with the board on the weak side. Now St. Thomas going to work, down by 6. Some of the Cougar fans chanting defense. Got a blocking foul here. It comes on the baseline, and it's the first team foul against Kearsarge.
See, that one, people sometimes forget, too. You can step out of bounds and take the charge. You can just put your foot out of bounds defensively, cut them off, take the charge. Usually when that happens, though, you're going to bump them out of bounds if you don't try and take the charge. It's just the way it goes.
Foul is on Marinello, her first. Meanwhile, Bolduc getting the mid-range game going.
Beautiful shot by Bolduc.
That's her first bucket since halftime. 9 points for the junior. 4-point game again. Things tightening here with 2.5 gone by in this fourth quarter. Shapiro frees herself up and goes off the window.
Shapiro off the glass, coming up big. 7
points in each half. Only 3 minutes gone by. 6-point game again. Catching fire.
Ooh, nice shot.
That's McMahon, who has not looked to shoot often tonight. Now McMahon bats away the inbound pass. It's knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Kearsarge. See McMahon come in out of center field.
Great play.
To make a play on the ball there with the right hand. Nearly came up with a steal.
One thing you don't want to do now, lob the ball. Do not lob the ball.
Jump shot won't fall there for Anderson, and now bodies on the floor. Jump ball. A tie-up between Boucher and Torriello.
You're going to say Thomas.
Possession arrow to the Saints. Nearing the midway point, fourth quarter.
Starting to get a little feisty, Nick. A little feisty.
Kearsarge has never trailed. St. Thomas has never led. Chance to make it a single possession game here. Down by 4, it's Bolduc. Wants a one-on-one with Ilg. Ilg, the defender, forces her to give it up. Left-hand hook shot. Won't go for Vonderlinden. And rebound number 14 for Marinello is going to lead to a timeout from her head coach, Ed Tenney.
Good timeout
who wants to
call.
talk it over. His team's got the ball. They've held on to that 4-point halftime lead here. Led by as many as 9 to begin this quarter. St. Thomas, though, on the comeback trail with just over 4 minutes to go.
So if I'm now talking to my team and I'm Kearsarge and I have this lead, bring down the freneticism just a little bit, right? Go back to what you've been doing well. Pass and cut. Look inside to Marinello. Look inside to her. They double. People are open all over the floor. Take your time. Again, don't play not to lose. Play to win, but take your time a little bit, right? You have a lead. And if I'm St. Thomas, really pick up the pressure, create some turnovers. They have created 18 turnovers for Kearsarge. And yet, Nick, Kearsarge still leads by 4 with 18 turnovers.
And
but again,
only one of those turnovers, though, coming in this fourth quarter so far, as they have handled the press well.
They have. And the turnovers are mostly they're things that happen in the half court. They make a bad decision, ball, get the steal, somebody reaches in, knocks the ball away. So the press has been somewhat effective, but it's been a lot of half court turnovers for them too. Again, they play different. They're really trying to get a lot of cutters and, to the basket. So they pass those or turn those balls over. Now look, it looks like we're going to slow down a little bit. We got 3 out.
Look at Bolduc poked it loose, and then Boucher touched it while standing out of bounds on the sideline.
I shouldn't have said anything about the turnovers as they go to 19.
They're picking up man nearly at midcourt there, and it leads to a turnover. St. Thomas goes to Bolduc, quick 3. Around the rim and out. Marinello on her way to the ground, able to secure it. Into the front court, Bolduc back in the middle for Anderson. There's the cutter, Marinello. Thought about it on the baseline. Back in the corner for Ilg. Inside of 4 minutes, fourth quarter.
Hey, that's where if you're St. Thomas, the ball goes to the corner. You're trying to trap the corners and get steals that way without fouling. And they foul.
A little bit of a bump here.
It's only 2-1 team fouls, right? So you got a way to go. But if you're behind, you want to maybe put them closer to the bonus so that you have a chance in the end to make them shoot free throws for the win.
That's also number 4 against Torriello.
That's big. Torriello's been really good. Does a lot of things, a lot of different things.
3.5 remaining. Ilg looking for breathing room. Marinello in the high post. Back for Ilg, catching fire. No hesitation there as she knocks it down from the corner.
That's her first 3 of the game, Nick.
Just her second field goal. It comes at the right time. Meanwhile, Bolduc streaks down and scores with the left hand.
Good left hand. That's a great pass, great cut.
And a good answer by St. Thomas. They're back within 5. Down to 3 minutes. Marinello again in the high post. Crowd wanted to travel.
Yeah, they did.
Three-pointer straight away, up and in. It's Shapiro.
Shapiro again answers with a 3. Bango!
Her third from deep. 8 is the lead, and now a steal in the lane by Boucher.
I like that. Shapiro had a chance. Throw a long pass. Said, nope, slow it down, half court. Take our time, get good shots. Defensive pressure's really stepped up right there. That's a foul.
Anderson knocked down, but no whistle. Inside it goes. Marinello is fouled from behind.
Bolduc better be careful. Gonna get a tee. Be careful.
The official telling her to calm down.
Yeah, gotta be careful, especially in these games. I understand passion, right? You're fired up. You're behind. Gotta be smart, though.
That's her third.
You know, and if you don't say anything, too, you're gonna get calls. You'll get more calls if you don't say anything. Marinello again.
She's been lights out. Missed her first 3 tonight, but that's a distant memory. Hit 5 in a row at one point.
Hit 12. She shot 12 free throws so far. Or will have shot 12 after the next one.
7 for 11 tonight. Meanwhile, a timeout on the floor with 2.5 remaining. Kearsarge has matched their largest lead from earlier in this second half. It's a 9-point gap at 48-39. Coming up after the game, stats, highlights, analysis, live interview with the winning head coach, if we can secure it. We're going to set John Barron loose on the job as soon as that final horn goes off.
You can't turn down John Barron.
No.
If John Barron comes to see you, it's like The Godfather. You better
summoned.
listen. You've been summoned. You better listen to what John Barron says, and you better make the move to where you need to be.
Of course. The winner of this one will take on Hopkinton. They looked good earlier in a 19-point victory over Winnisquam. Saturday's championship coverage begins with the girls' state championship. The Division III state championship game at 5 o'clock Eastern.
I'm looking forward to those games. Those
for sure. And then the boys
games.
follow right at 8 o'clock. Free throw, no good for Marinello coming out of the timeout. Bolduc able to secure the rebound.
Right
St.
now,
Thomas, go ahead.
I'm looking for Bolduc, trying to get her open shots, an open 3, get her to the basket.
Smothering defense. Entry pass, Vonderlinden, left-hand leaner, rolls off the rim. Marinello, another board, her 16th tonight for Kearsarge.
Back-to-back. Last game we had a player, 19 rebounds. Now we have a 16.
So Kearsarge takes the clock under 2 minutes. Got a 9-point lead. What do you do here if you're St. Thomas?
You're going to have to get out, foul, get him on the line. Look, you have one foul to give now to put him on the line. You're going to run out of time, so you have to use the clock wisely. You're down 9. So now you've got to foul and make them shoot free throws, and you just do it as long as you can and just hope that they miss free throws. But then you have to decide, who do we foul?
Marinello's going to go right to the iron. That one blocked.
Blocked by Bolduc.
Excellent block by Bolduc. Got her left hand on it, timed it perfectly.
Feisty. Bolduc's feisty.
All business right now. The junior trying to will her team back. St. Thomas only 1 loss in the regular season. Not used to being in this spot. They're going to force a miss here. The rebound is secured by Bolduc off the bounce, and here come the Saints. Down to 95 seconds, still down by 9, 48-39.
You got to get quick shots. You can't take too much time off the clock. Quick shots.
There it is, 3-pointer. It's a line drive miss for Flynn. Good box up by Ilg. Outlet for Boucher. Boucher with the layup.
Count it.
It's her first bucket of the second half, and now the Kearsarge fans are on their feet here in Bow.
They sense victory.
It's an 11-point lead for the first time.
Yeah, they can smell it. Victory is upon them.
Down to 68 seconds. This one last touched by the defense.
And the St. Thomas isn't used to losing. They don't. Lost.
They used to trailing, period.
No, they
lost to Winnisquam in late December, and that was it. Since
game.
then, 13 in a row, including the quarterfinal win against White Mountains. But they've trailed from the get-go tonight. Now the 11-point margin is the largest deficit we have seen.
You know, we've talked about this before, too. It's really hard to fight back from being down the entire game.
Right.
You're always working toward coming back, always.
3-pointer short. Good effort by Bolduc to keep it alive. But it's Marinelli the other way.
I'm going to give her another rebound.
Technically, you're right. 17 tonight.
Got a foul right now. Got a foul early. Try and get a steal. Got a foul quick. Put him at the free throw line. Make him shoot free throws.
No whistle. Instead, it's a bank shot for Marinello. Exclamation point on a brilliant performance by the senior.
Yeah, she's been really good. I'm going to close the refrigerator door on this one.
13 the gap now, 30 seconds, and a foul called.
Good block. Good block. Might have got a little body foul, but a good block up top.
Santoriello flying. Sophomore will head to the free throw line. Marinello is hit with her second.
It's only their fourth free throw. Third and fourth free throw attempts versus 17. Now, see, that's just aggressive attacking the basket. That's been the difference, I think. Attacking the basket, more free throws, more rebounds, a lot of turnovers, but they play fast. And when you play fast, that's what happens.
Meanwhile, Torriello has played well tonight. That free throw puts her in double digits with 10. The sophomore will be back next year, but St. Thomas will say goodbye to 8 seniors in the offseason.
That's quite a loss of. Hopefully they have some young players, but that's quite the loss.
11 is the lead. We'll see if the Saints want to foul here as we're down to 20 seconds. Kearsarge going to play keep away down to 15. This one broken up and stolen by Anderson. Final 10 seconds. A wire-to-wire win by Kearsarge. Three-pointer is good for Torriello. But too little, too late as the Cougars are heading to the finals. For the first time in 21 years, they'll try to bring home the bacon Saturday night when they take on Hopkinton. St. Thomas, after a brilliant regular season campaign, they're going to bow out here in the semifinals.
What a game.
By a final score of 52-44.
That was a very, very fun game to watch. That's going to be that championship game, two different styles. Two different styles, Nick, in that championship game. One team likes to play a little slow. Kearsarge likes to play fast. That's going to be really fun to watch.
Comes your way at 5 o'clock Saturday. We'll be there bright and early. We'll probably get to the air at about 4:45, 4:50, somewhere in that neighborhood. It'll be the first of 2 championship events from Keene State College. The boys' Division III championship will follow at 8 o'clock. But this one was a good one, a tone setter for Kearsarge. Scored the first 4 points of the game and kept the opponent at arm's length. Not easy to do against a good, very good St. Thomas team. But it's the Cougars' night. We're joined now by
no post-game meeting.
Head coach Ed Tenney. Coach, congratulations. Thank you for coming on
Coach.
here.
Good win.
Let's raise that microphone just a little bit in front of the mouth there so we can hear you. Thank you, Coach. We were just talking about the good start you guys got off to, set the tone early, and kept the other team at arm's length tonight. Was that start, getting off to that good start on the high, one of the high priorities?
Well, what was hard for us tonight is this team plays 9. We played 6. We're missing one of our starters, and I want to start with this. Miranda Anderson played a sensational game for us coming in a situation where she hasn't played that kind of minutes all year. She stepped up for her teammates tonight. I think OCL did a great job on Ball Duke, too. She was taking her and face guarding her all night. I think the big girl, Tessa, got her one-on-one. We didn't give her any help. We won that on defense, but we had to gut it out because we maintained. You talk about the pace to start, but we maintained that energy. Even with them, they just have more subs, and I thought that was going to be a big factor, but it didn't turn out to. We played too much hard. We just kept finding more energy.
Your team got to the line as well tonight consistently. It led to a big disparity in terms of free throw attempts, 17. Which helped your team. And, of course, Tessa Marinello was at the forefront of that. At one point, hit 5 free throws in a row and really tacked on to her stat total at the end. How important is she, not just to this team so far, but how important will she be Saturday in that championship?
Well, she's critically important. I mean, we're not going to be here without her. I mean, even when she's not scoring, she's drawing attention. She's a great passer out of the high post. Very unselfish. She's capable of hitting an outside shot as you saw her. She's capable of blowing by people like a guard.
Right.
She's as good a ball handler as we have on the team at 6'1".
Now, going forward, the matchup that you have, your style of play is fast and frenetic. You're playing a team that likes to slow the game down. What do you think? How's that going to work for you guys? Are you going to continue to play the same way, create turnovers, or what do you think?
We'll guard Shayla Murdell. That's one thing. But I can tell you that I don't know that tonight we did. They pressed us so we could play that fast pace. We can play any style we need. We've been a quarter-court team at times, and we'll see. But Hopkinton, we have tremendous respect for that entire program and that team. They're tremendous athletes, first and foremost, even before basketball players. So when you're playing athletes, you know you're going to be in a battle. It's going to be physical. It's going to be competitive. They battled through a lot of injuries this year, and I give them a lot of credit. And I have to say we lost 2 last year and 2 this year. So, it'd be nothing sweeter for us than to, vanquish that little person, that boogeyman, in a championship game.
Absolutely. You turn the ball over. Now, this is one negative thing. 20 times. Good. You forced 14 turnovers. Do you normally turn the ball over like that?
Negative is that's pretty good turnover total for us. Yeah, that's pretty good turnover total for us. I mean, we do move the ball well, but at times we force some things. We're a very unselfish team, as you saw. We move the ball in and out, side to side, and I think we got. I honestly thought we got better shots than they got. They really made some tough shots, and everybody thinks you're missing easy ones, but I mean we did for a stretch, and then we kind of got going with Shapiro and Marinell at key points late in the game. But for a while, I thought it's going to be one of those games where you feel like you outplayed somebody and just didn't make enough shots, but we made enough in the end.
Yeah, you did. Absolutely. Free throw wise too, 17-4. 17-4 free throw shooting to that. That means you're aggressive. So
well, I mean, I think the fouling, they were fouling too. I think what we got is the 2-shot fouls, because I think that's Marinello a lot, because she goes by people with that kind of size. You got to foul her or she's going to score.
Yep.
Coach, correct me if I'm wrong. If your team wins Saturday, it'd be the first state championship in over 20 years since you guided the ship back in 2002. What would a state title mean to this group this year?
Well, no reference to the past, because I came back to this program last year.
Right.
And the first thing I said to them when I got to the meeting was, nobody cares what I did before. They just want to know what we can do. Everything's about this group. I know this sounds like coach speak. I've never seen a team play with any more heart and determination. They literally gave it their best performance of the year under the pressure of the big lights. Nothing makes a coach prouder. There wasn't one. We talked about being fearless tonight. We played it. You guys said it from the outset. We just looked fearless on offense and defense and challenged it all night long. And I'm just so proud of him. So past championships, who cares? We'll go get one coming now. I mean, I came back here to try to get this program back to the glory days, and obviously we're back to the state championship in 2 years, and that's what I came here to do.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
Very impressive.
Thank you for coming on.
Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you for doing the game, guys.
Thank you. That's Ed Tenney following a convincing 52-44 wire-to-wire win over top seed St. Thomas in the semifinals. You could hear it in his voice.
Coach
very
was fired
passionate.
Up. Coach
right?
was fired
Very proud of his
up.
group tonight for the way they played.
You could feel it. You felt that. The emotion, the enjoyment he seemed to get out of his team. We've had a lot of people tell us that this has been their best experience this year with coaching teams. We have Dave Morissette say it was his best experience coaching his team at St. Thomas. We've had Coach Tenney, same thing. He comes back after coaching to reignite a program, and look what happens when he comes back. Boom, they're in the finals in 1 year. That's you have great kids if that happens, and you have kids that will buy in to what you want them to do. And they've done it. I mean, again, they turned the ball over 20 times. I was just curious how he felt about, that pace of play. And it's going to be a challenge, but there are two different styles of basketball are going to happen on Saturday.
Kearsarge was led tonight by Tessa Marinello, a very impressive double-double, 19 points and 17 boards. The point guard, Ava Shapiro, was just as impressive with 15 points to go along with 4 boards. And Adara Boucher had some key rebounds tonight, some key buckets as well.
She
8
did.
and 6 was the final tally there for St. Thomas in just their second loss of the season. They get a double-digit effort from 3 different players. Sophomore Emma Torriello, the team-high 14 points. Had help from Jenna Bulduck. 7 of her 11 came in the first half. And the center, Emily Vonderlinden, ended up with 10 points to go with 7 rebounds. Your final thoughts, Justin, on what was, again, a very competitive game but a wire-to-wire win for Kearsarge.
I just really enjoyed that game. I thought they played well. It was a close game pretty much throughout. And in the end, Kearsarge pulled away just based on athleticism, a little more quickness. And Marinello was basically unstoppable. She rebounded the ball. She gets a double-double. St. Thomas played well, and I think they were used to playing ahead. So, again, when you have to play from behind, like we said earlier, for that long period of time, fatigue kicks in, and you're just always trying to push and trying to get up that or get over that hump. And so Kearsarge, when you can lead like that the entire way, man, that's a really impressive performance. Good game.
Want to thank Mike D. Silitz and his staff here at Bow. Back-to-back nights doing a bang-up job. Appreciate coming here and working with him. Of course, the athletic directors we've been in touch with over the last few days have been very helpful as well. Good for us to catch up with Jeff Collins, the president of the NHIAA, at halftime earlier today. They're working hard, especially this time of year with all the tournaments. And, of course, our partners at the NFHS Network. Looking forward to doing this again on Saturday for sure. Appreciate Don Boyle and his guys. Of course, for our team here, a one-man wrecking crew tonight from start to finish. That is John Barron.
Don't say no.
Doing the dirty work in the trench for us here at Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire. And, of course, the whole thing overseen and orchestrated flawlessly, by the way, by the man behind the curtain, the wizard of replay, our director, Ben Beals, back in the Beals Insurance Studios.
He's on fire tonight, by the way.
And executive producer Steve Beals has a return date of March the 2nd, right around the corner, to help us out get over the finish line.
That's what we need. We need the big man to come home.
Well, so for Justin Gorham, I'm Nick Anastas saying so long. Final score, final time. Kearsarge 52, St. Thomas 44. This has been a presentation of the 2024 NHIAA Girls Basketball Division III Semifinals here on Friday Night Lights, New Hampshire, broadcasting in conjunction with the NFHS Network.